Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. I'm back with another one, guys, and I'm just going to be doing a quick update on BTC, just from my point of view. You know, just having a look to see what's actually going on at the minute. Don't mind this spam at the bottom corner. I think this person, I don't know who this person is, but they must have fallen in love with me or something. And I'm just making sure that if you are watching this video, Rami, you take care, and I hope you're okay, because I think you've done you've atted at me about 57 times or something. But yeah, let's get on with video. We'll have a little look at BTC, see what's happening, see where it's going, and having a little look at this sell-off, what occurred. I think a lot of it were due to the war, but also there was I think it was America said that they might have been going into a recession or something like that, and I think we were around this area at the time, and it literally just took a shit from there. It literally dropped 19% from that one area. But we're just going to have a little look and see where it could potentially go. So you can, these little things under here, these are little mini volume profiles. That's a main volume profile there. So if we go down into the 15-minute time frame, having a little look at these volume profiles, and what you'll see with a lot of these volume profiles is, so these red lines there, the developing point of control. So if we have a little look at this volume profile, let's take that one off a second. We'll redo it. So say I like to start mine around about 12, and then I start trading around about 8 AM. So if we have a little look at it there, and we can see here, we had a developing point of control. We had the point of control there where it chopped about for a little bit, and then it did eventually dump off. It came to the value area low, came down, tried to push back up, didn't even come back to the point of control at that time, and then dropped again and pushed below the value area low. So this area here was a good time to take a quick long on BTC. And then as you can see, we have moved up around 16%. So really the 19% drop wasn't that major. But if we go back into the daily, I did have this area marked out as a potential long area, just due to the fact of this structure that it created there, and that was a long area. I was also looking at this area here, around about 46k, and also this area here, around 42. I did have orders staggered in my spot account. So I think my first order got filled. It was that first drop there in July, around about 55. I bought BTC there. I've also got another staggered order at, let me have a little look while we're at on the chart, at this area here. I've got another one staggered at around 46 and another one staggered at around 42. If it don't come all the way down there, I've already got an order in, so I'm not too bothered about it. But that's my potential scenario playing out. We might get this little relief rally back up into here, around about 60k mark. There will be a lot of liquidity lying around here, and it's potentially took a lot of that liquidity out over these last few days here. So you'll have your late shorters that are coming in here. Oh, it's dumping, I better short. But I want to know your thoughts as well. And in the comment section below, just let me know what you think. What do you think BTC is going to do? Do you think it's going to go to this 100k mark like everybody else is thinking? Personally, I don't think that, and I have said it many times on my video. I don't think it is going to go to that area, but we will see. Last week's highs here are around 70, and what you will generally see is coins tend to move in between the highs and the lows. That was one of the trading strategies that I did show people previously, that, you know, take a long at the low, the previous week's low, and take a short at the previous week's high, if you want an easy strategy instead of sitting there all day. I tend to try and not sit here all day and do this, but sometimes it is very time consuming, and so like today, this sell-off here was pretty obvious, to be honest. My personal opinion, it was fairly obvious this was going to happen. So I've got a 15 minute, I've got a volume profile, a fixed range volume profile sat in at the minute. So you will generally see this a lot of the time. Trading inside the value area. I'm not taking no trades inside that value area. I'm literally waiting for it to either pop out or pop above. Like here, it popped out. You can take it back into that area, take 50% off, move your stop loss into break even, and then go for the value area high. Bit similar to what happened here. Today we started trading inside yesterday's range, the value area high and low and the POC. We started to develop a point of control here. That point of control then came up into here. This is why you need to wait to see this profile developing. If you wait for this profile to start developing, you know, it's going to be a lot easier for yourself to take these trades. So if we have a little look at the profile at the minute, see, like now it's down here. It's below, and it come and retested yesterday's point of control once again. I'm not saying I'm going to take a long here. I've already done my trading for the day. I'm not doing any more trading. I've made what I need to make and I'm out of there. But if it shows signs, like you had a sign yesterday here, as it got above the value area high, it started to struggle. But you see, when it was down at the value area low, it pumped and pumped. Come back down, retested the point of control, pumped. So that's what you want to be looking for, really. We are below the value area low here. We may come back down and retest this value area low. Yesterday's value area low, 55k. Like I said, that's just my point of view, and feel free to comment down below and tell me what your point of view is. Where do you think we're going to go from here? I will try and answer as many questions as I can. So get your questions in the chat. Give me your point of views as well, and we'll go through it. One day I'll do a live, and we'll go through it together. See how many people I can get on my live. I am nearly up at the 400 mark for subscriptions as well, which I do appreciate everybody that subscribed. I didn't expect it to get so many so fast. I think I've been doing this for a few months now, and I think that 400 subscribers in a short period of time is not a bad one. And like I say, with these little mini volume profiles, you can put many on your charts and just have a little look, see what's going on. It's a bit similar to that one. The previous day's high comes back in, drops. They're so easy to use. Also, if you're using candle patterns and things like that, I've got no against people that want to use candle patterns, but I personally don't. You know, what really winds me up when people think that's a W. How is that? And it's not, is it? It's not a W. I don't know where they're learning these patterns from, and no wonder people keep getting wrecked. So if that were a W, then they'll have said this were an M pattern, won't they? I don't know. I don't know who you're watching, but you need to stop watching them. So that's my point of view on BTC. The daily, I still do think we come back down and retest this area. You know, if you have a little look at these areas previously, yeah. So we're looking at 56 there. We came down, we tested it, yeah. 59. We came down, we tested it, we pumped off, yeah. 56. We came down, we broke below it. Tested 53. Pumped off. Relief rally. We came back down. We retested 53. We dropped below it. 49. Or 48.9 or whatever it was. We're possibly going to get a little push back up. But before we get that little push back up, just look at the structures. Look at the structures that they create. They will come back down and retest. It ain't just going to be a foregone conclusion that it's just going to pump off. It ain't. So we might get something along this sort of structure, come back down, retest. We might not even go down to that area. We might only get to around about here. Around about the 50k. And then push off again to around 64 area. And then dump again and go back into this 46, 42k area. That's my personal opinion. You don't have to listen to me if you don't want to. You do you. I'm just trying to help you out. Stop listening to all these little sausages on Instagram and all this crap, because they're full of crap, literally. They're telling you to take longs in stupid areas that don't even listen to them. Literally don't listen to them. So anyway, back to BTC. So you see how we're at this value area high here. We got rejected once, 2, 3, bam. Easy. So easy. Same here at the value area low. Come down, rejected. Come down, rejected. Pow. Off we went. So easy to use these volume profiles, and you don't have to have 55 million indicators on your chart. I've got volume there, that's it. I've got volume and a volume profile. And then I also use this DIY. And then I've got Spaceman key levels. So that's telling me that previous week's low, come up, we've tested that, and then we've rejected off that low. Previous days high, we've come up, we've tested that, we've been sat above it for a little bit, and then we've rejected. Previous days low around here. Where's previous week's high? Previous week's high, all the way back up to around 70k. You know, and the price generally does move in between ranges. My personal opinion. I also took a nice gold trade today. Made a little bit of money from that one as well. So don't just put all your eggs in one basket. Don't just think, oh, I can only trade crypto. No, you can't. You can trade any. You can use this exact same formation to trade everything. Commodities, indices, stocks, you know, anything. Anything you want, you can use this sort of strategy. I'm gonna just have a little look through some of these coins, see what's going on with these coins. Let's go into the daily. Pendle's had a really big drop, but if you look, it's below the value area low. You want to see it coming back up above that value area, but you don't want to just see it coming up and doing little candles like this. You want to see a candle like that, and then you know that people are actually here wanting to actually trade this coin. So this seems to be a nice support area for Pendle around here. Daily, we've got a bullish fair value gap around there. It has been tested though, that bullish fair value gap. This one here has now been tested, but is it going to turn into a resistance zone? That's the question. I had several areas marked out, and it's fired through them areas, mainly due to, you know, America saying they might be going into a recession. And there were another chart as well. I can't remember which chart. Can't remember if it were Japan or somewhere like that. Increased the interest rates, and it absolutely tore through the market. Let me have a little look. Trying to find the chart just to show you how much it actually dumped. And if I'm being honest, I think that were a main cause in it also. You know, the Japanese yen so look here, the Japanese yen versus the US dollar. Look how it dropped. Look at the drop it had. Then you need to start correlating some of these in with your trading. You know, look. That's probably one of the biggest drops it's had in a very long time. You know, when it's starting to create a bullish like formation, and then it does something like that, it just bang. Which ain't good. Let's have a little look at some of these coins. Tau. Tau. I literally had a setup there on Tau. Missed it because the price just moved too fast, and I'm not FOMOing in to anything. What else have we got here? I know a lot of people will be FOMOing into something. You know, like, what tells you here at this area? This is the question. Answer it in the chat for me if you can. What tells you here to go long? There's nothing telling you to go long there. Nothing at all. It's in a downtrend. Yeah? It's in a downtrend. But all these little sausages will be like, oh, look, it's creating an head and shoulders pattern. Is it, yeah? No, it ain't. It ain't. There's no head and shoulders pattern there. It's candlesticks. And that's what they try and fool you in thinking. You know, it's creating an M pattern. It's going to go down. So if you're using that, yeah, and you've looked at that then, oh, look, it created an M pattern. Oh, it must go down. Well, it went up. So clearly your pattern didn't work, did it? Stop using these stupid patterns. You're only going to get wrecked. Alright, let's get this up. Let's have a little look at this. Yeah. BTC on the Atos trading platform. This sell-off here was pretty obvious. Come on, if you didn't think that were going to sell off there, then there's something wrong. Do not know that that's going to sell off there. I also give this call in the chat group earlier. I said, look, if you look around this area, look at how much it's struggling at the value area high here. It's struggling, yeah. The VPOX moved up. It's struggling. It came down. I said, watch BSV around 4.62. It literally tagged it to the T and dropped to 38.20, which is the value area low. It was so easy, that trade. Another trade that I called in the chat. G. I said, watch G around this area here. Because at the time, the point of control was here. Because don't get me wrong, the point of control moves around because that's where the most traded volume is. But that's where the point of control was here. And I said to everybody, it's struggling at this top, around the value area high. We had a big volume node there, which to me is a sell volume node. It came back up, it tested it, it dropped, it came back up to that area that I said sell. Bam, all the way down. Easy trades, easy trades. You don't have to FOMO in. You know, I know a lot of people have seen that candle and been like, oh, I'm selling now, I'm selling. You just FOMO'd in and you're going to wreck yourself. Like I said, I want people to put in the chat. I want some requests and things like that, and I want to do a live. So if you can put some requests in the chat, what you want me to do, what coins you want me to review, things like that. That helps me. That helps you. And then in my next video, I'll review them coins, and then you can actually go take a look at them coins and actually look at what I've said in this video. I'm not going to do many altcoins. It was just a quick BTC update, but you know, like I've said previously, stop listening to all the sausages on Instagram and on all these other crap sites. Stop taking every single call that somebody tells you and actually learn the charts. It was the best thing that you've ever done. And that's it from me anyways. Get your comments down below. I'll read through them all. And in the next one, we'll go through what people want. And that's it from me. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Happy trading.